teachers. Then we're going to kick it to a 4-minute 46 video on Flickman. He's going to introduce you. You're going to start. You're going to introduce me, and to be
Okay, here we go. We got the last event of the day. This will be Blair Academy wrestling St. Edward. They are out of Cleveland, Ohio. We're starting at 126 pounds. The Blair wrestler is Matthew Kadic. We're looking for the St. Ed wrestler. Usually they come to the table and we get their name right away. And in this case, it's going to be Isaac Kalia. He is a sophomore. This is the one time out of maybe 20 years that St. Ed is not the Mighty Eagles as they've always been, that gives Blair a run for their money every year to decide the number one team in the country. But St. Ed does make a commitment, and they will come over here on the agreement, and they do come to New Jersey to wrestle Blair. We have a little potentially dangerous. We have the headgear on his neck, so referee Vinny Russo, who is the state assigner and the number one guy in the state of New Jersey. You have the four best referees today. Ref in this quad today. They are, one of them is an NCAA ref, that's Gary Kessel. And he's also working that match with Mr. Vinny Russo. Kadic is out 2-0 with 40 seconds left in the first period. Riding really tough. Looking to see if he can get maybe a little tilt here. Nope, he's going to block the arm bar with his leg, very good. See if he can get a little tilt on here. Now he goes half, no good. So he's keeping constant pressure, has Kalia on his belly. And as he goes with a little tilt, he's got to break 45. People think it's 90, but it's 45 degrees. And that's when Vinny Russo puts it up. So he got a 2. He got a 3 count, and he's holding 2. 2 near fall for Mr. Kadic. He leads 4-0. And this is going to be the end of the first period. Okay, the choice is going to Blair, so they must have the odd bouts. And Kadic will choose a defensive position to start the second period.
Yeah, Matt Kadic has done really well in a couple of the tournaments earlier in the year. He finished first place at 126 in the Walsh Ironman tournament, and he finished second at the Beast of the East.
Walsh Ironman is, without a doubt, the hardest tournament in the country, and that's an opening weekend. Or for some teams, it's not even opening weekend for New Jersey. Meanwhile, Kadic is going in and gets another takedown. He's riding parallel, but he's got that one-on-one wrist. He's going to turn it. He's going to turn him again. He'll pull that up again. More back points here. Nice little tilt. It's not even called a cheap tilt, but he got that down pat. He's got his 3 counts, so he's holding there. Brings him back to his base. Still is the wrist. So Mr. Russo won't give him the points until he lets go of the hold. He lets go, gets his 3, leads 8-0. Halfway in the match, 45 seconds left in the second period. Yeah, winning the Ironman is unbelievably great. And, of course, the Beast is maybe the second hardest, so he's wrestled the best kids in the country right off the bat. So this is nothing. He's already had a month of the season.
Yeah, Blair overall as a team has won the Ironman tournament, Beast of the East, NHSCA, Escape the Rock, and the Bob Dougherty Memorial Tournament.
Nope, this might have been they think it's a weak year, and all of a sudden they're just like Blair. That's what they are. They just have guys coming in out of the woodwork, and they get it to the next level. Holding 3 for Mr. Kadic. He's got the Turk in. He's got the leg Turk in, but he's still in a situation. But Mr. Russo says 3 more. It makes it 11-0 Kadic at the end of the second period. So Kalia's choice for the third and final period. Maybe it goes neutral. Yes, very good choice. Go neutral. You don't want to be on bottom. Okay. But there goes Kadic in on that shot. Try to keep him in bounds. He'll pull on his leg, no problem. Get a little kick, comes through. That's a Dave Schultz move. Went way back in the day, in the 80s. Leads 13-0. Two more points. He'll get a tech fall. So maybe in Kaladic's case, you try to turn him and actually try to get the pin. Yeah, you get the 5 points for the tech, but you want it. That's because if he doesn't pin him on it when he puts him to his back, he'll win on a tech. And he's probably wrestling a young sophomore, doesn't have as much experience. Usually the sophomores at St. Ed's, they're state champs.
Yeah, Isaac Collier, he is a sophomore, only about 16 years old, so definitely experience showing here with the junior Kadic.
Out of bounds they go with 1:01 left. Kadic leads 13-0.
As we look here at the graphic for Kadic, the Bellbrook, Ohio native.
Has that hand, to see if he gets that wrist trapped. And he does his little suicide roll again. I think he's trying to bait him into to rolling. Or he's just going to turn him the other way. It's a shame he doesn't really cut him just to take him down again. But he's willing content on riding him, but really he should try a little bit harder on top.
I think he's got the victory in the bag right here.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how the coaching staff is saying to him. We're gonna go warning, stalling on top. Good call, Mr. Russo. Riding parallel and not working like he should. You beat the guy 13-0, but that's the way the Jersey refs are. They want you to work all the time. But it's gonna be under 13 seconds left in the match. Now it might not matter. The kid hangs tough, loses 13-0. That's 4 points for Blair instead of giving up 5 or 6. No tilt, not there. Not going to get it. And the winner by a 13-0 score from Blair Academy is Matthew Kadic. Blair leads 4-0.
Yeah, so up next for Blair Academy is Alex Ronaldi, the senior, wrestling at 132. For St. Edward's, it's Hunter Ladnier, only a sophomore.
Wow, St. Ed, boy, they have a lot of young kids. But that's good. They're just going to work with them all spring, summer, and fall again, and they'll put 2 years underneath their belt in 1 year, and they'll come back as seniors instead of juniors. Wow, they're really young. This is incredible how young they are. But that's okay. They came to wrestle Blair, and here we go. Ronaldi trying to get a takedown on the line. No, Gary Kessel says no takedown. Good no call. Up on their feet. 126 first period. You got to take the 2 off the board. They didn't do that yet. We got a scoreboard here. Our scoreboard says 0-0. Our scoreboard's right, ladies and gentlemen. You watch our Strive scoreboard. We got it down right. That's why we try to pay attention here. Meanwhile, Ronaldi's trying to come out the back door. See if he can push that leg off his head and come around. This is the way it's been lately for the last 10 years or so. It's funk wrestling, hanging on, grab an ankle, scrapping. But, you know, now you got to learn the technique and come through there. He comes through nice, gets his takedown. Ronaldi leads 2-0. Maybe goes Jacob's hook. Nice, Jacob's hook. You get back points. He didn't get it. Oh, Gary Kessel's holding 2. He put 2 down. He did get the 2. I don't know. There it is. Nope, he's saying, maybe he's saying no now. Let me see. I'm not sure now.
Some scoreboard technical difficulties going on here.
We have 2. They have 4.
30 seconds left in the first period.
Ronaldi's good. He's on his toes, and his weight's on the top part of the person. Like, all his weight's down, so he's carrying his weight and the other weight. Oh, he almost came out of that, though. Nice on Ronaldi keeping his weight adjusted on the top. Try to ride him out. Oh, there's your back points. Cheap little back points. He gets his 2. So let's see if they got the board right. I'm going to check. So there's his 2 near full there, so he should have at least 4. They got 6 on the board. I would think if St. Ed doesn't like the score, they would complain about it.
Looks like they're going to stick with the 6.
All right, so we'll go with the 6-0 for Mr. Rinaldi in the second period. He's in the defensive position right now. Let's see what the Eagles can do on top. Haven't seen them on top this whole bout so far. Dual meet. Goes with a claw and a forearm, not bad. Rinaldi goes to his feet. He got a suicide roll on top, but he's getting a little sloppy. He goes with it anyhow, but he doesn't support him right, and Rinaldi goes back to his base.
So far, all of Blair Academy early in this contest.
Blair very tough in the lower to middle weights. Every year, very tough in the lower. Every year, Blair seems to be really, really tough down low and in the middle. A lot of guys ranked very high nationally, and even in the world, they have a lot of cadet and junior medalists.
Yeah, their lightweights are awesome because you have so many, little guys need a place to go, and that's what's great about the sport of wrestling. Even though they keep moving that minimum weight up a little bit, we'll call minimum weight. It's 106 now. It used to be 98 for Christ's sakes. So they've always been great. And then you get a good upper weight, and you got some great names from back in the day. They've always had somebody in there to take charge. But their lightweights are really awesome every year. Ronaldi getting ridden out for a little bit here. It's under so far for over a minute. He finally gets his 1 escape. 7-0 for Ronaldi. Oh, nice shot. Nice shot. St. Ed's going in. Squirming around. Try to come out the back. Try to stay in bounds. Still neutral, says Mr. Gary Kessel.
Right in the edge a little bit there.
Right there, we're going to go get a new start. It's too bad we don't do the college out of bounds. Now, Blair can have it here. They have extra space, and you can actually have a college out of bounds rule, which would make everything nice and easy. But the vast majority of high schools don't have the space, and I don't know if they'll ever put the rule in. Well, it's good that St. Ed is scrapping here. That's Hunter, isn't it?
Lednier.
Yeah, Hunter Lednier, okay. Good, he's not backing down. We're going neutral for the third period.
Ronaldi will be looking to get a takedown here, trying to get bonus points. Definitely big in the match. Looks like he's going to get his 2, and he does. Locks up his 9-0.
He was St. Ed kid was a little bit on the sloppy side, unfortunately. He can't make a mistake against Blair. He almost got to wrestle a perfect match.
Yeah, Louis, getting back to Blair Academy's dominance, they beat a Jackson High School team 76-0 on January 3rd, and a Tuckanuck area high school team 79-0.
And they probably put some of their backups in when that happens. You know, sometimes they play the match where it depends where it starts, and it works out. You know, their backups get a lot of matches. And it's great that those schools actually want to wrestle Blair. You know, that's why they have that festival that they had last week, the week before.
Certainly takes a lot of courage to wrestle a team as dominant as Blair Academy.
It's incredible. Yeah, now St. Ed's is always in that level, but usually sometimes the Jersey teams think it's a lose-lose situation, but really just take it in. Oh, it gets the fall. Time of the fall, 5 minutes and 5 seconds. The winner by fall, Mr. Alex Ronaldi.
So up next, Joey McKenna wrestling at 138. We'll show you a nice 30-second intro video.
Joey McKenna, do you want me to talk about Joey, or I'm sure
Yeah, sure.
I mean, so Joey McKenna, I don't know how many stop signs he has from Fargo. He's got to have 3 first place ones, but he has a whole bunch of other ones too. I mean, his accomplishments run on and on in terms of freestyle and Greco-Roman. Joey is actually in a position this year to make a shot at the history books. There aren't that many 4-time prep national champions, and he's got 3 and 1 year to go. So
McKenna already out to a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, McKenna doesn't lose. The only guy that beat him was the infamous Aaron Pico. So this guy is on another planet, Mr. Pico is. And he's the only one that actually took it to Mr. McKenna. Otherwise, he does the taking.
So we got McKenna up against Joe Chiai, a senior wrestling at 138 for St. Edward High School.
Jason Knoll.
As the score is 4-1 currently, with 1:20 left in this first period.
Well, he wrestled Aaron Pico in the freestyle finals up in the Fargo Dome. But he does have an out-of-season Scholastic loss. Go ahead.
Yeah, McKenna took an off-season loss to Jason Nolf from Pennsylvania. Really tough kid. He'll be going to Penn State next year. Lost about 11-7 in an event called Who's Number One down at Lehigh University. Event just put together to put the best kids in the country against each other. Great job by Willie the Sailor.
Martin Floriani that was a great event. So great wrestling come to Lehigh Valley, right down the road here. This Blair sends as the pipeline to Lehigh as it is. So McKenna's already up 6-2 with under a minute left in the first period.
Yeah, McKenna has first place finishes at Beast of the East, Walsh Ironman tournament, and in his last event at Escape the Rock. This guy, no stranger to big matches.
It'd be interesting. I didn't see the Dapper Dan list yet, but I'm hoping he gets to wrestle and represent the United States against Pennsylvania.
McKenna, he might get that rematch that he lost to Nolf of Pennsylvania in that Dapper Dan match. I'm hoping to see that.
See how they plan that out there. Yeah, you'd like to catch them at the end of the year when they had the season underneath their belt and they say, okay, we've been training, we're all ready, we had a little break, let's wrestle.
So is that 2 straight major decisions to start it off for Blair Academy?
No, there was a pin.
Oh, okay. Pin.
Yeah, you got a pin in 505. That's the team. That's the individual. Oh, look at that. Is that the team score?
Yeah, that's team score.
Oh, was it North's mistake? Okay. Here we go.
So we're about ready to start the second period.
McKenna quickly to his feet. He'll get nice out, no problem. Kid even lets him out.
Look for McKenna to try and put up big points here. He's definitely going for the tech or the pin. He's been putting on a show all day today.
Yeah, has
taking
he?
a lot of shots.
Yeah, you saw him all day today, and you got to do. You were on the mat for one of his matches, were you not? Just to watch up close with the ref. So.
As you see here on the graphic, the 138-pound senior from Montville, New Jersey.
Yeah, Manville has a great rec program. A lot of those kids have gone to other schools and not Manville, unfortunately, for Manville. It's a shame in a way. I mean, there's some really big-name kids. The ones here, Sam Callie from Don Bosco, he's on the other side. He's from that program.
A lot of kids coming through the pipeline.
But, you know, when Blair comes a-calling, or you think you can wrestle for Blair, it's tough. You're going away. It's like going to college as a freshman in high school, but you make that commitment and you just turn into a man in no time.
And for Blair Academy, it's like the rich getting richer.
It's something, yeah, it's something how they do it here, and this goes on for decades. It's unbelievable. In my time, that's from the 70s. That's how long it's been.
Well, yeah, I mean, Blair's been playing organized wrestling since 1924. So. Yeah,
them and Newton were the first programs, and then Blair went their own separate way, but. Yeah, this is wrestling country right here in Warren County.
And over the last 3 decades, Blair's had 23 All-American, 7 NCAA championships, and a bunch of 4th and 5th place, 3rd and 2nd. You name it, they've placed everywhere.
Okay, Mr. McKenna's going to ride out these last 30 seconds here. He's up 9-2. Riding parallel a little bit, so I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Russo calls him, but as long as he's working and improves his position each time. Breaks him down, pulls up a bar, and so on. See, now he got out to the side. That's good. Then he run that bar, but he's going to run out of time on it.
As he finishes up the last 10 seconds of the second period.
Looking for a little bit of a tilt here. Get some back points right for the end.
He got it.
2 points to finish it out.
So he's going to try. He ran out of time. 11-2. All right, St. Ed's choice. We're going to go neutral. Yep, got to go neutral. Can't take bottom, and McKenna already got out easily on him. So let's go on our feet and try to get it in a neutral position here. Oh, nice little limp, but he ran out of space. Matt's a very big mat. Blair's got nice large mat. No real running out of bounds here. Nice, gets around, brings him to the mat, gets his 2 right there. Out of bounds they go. He's up 13-2. McKenna used to be an itty-bitty kid. He was just a little nothing. Even up to, like, I don't know, he was just a little guy. And all of a sudden he just, buffed up a little bit, did extra wrestling. And before you know, he's a solid 38-pounder. He can go 33, maybe 41. Depends on what the team want, how they're going to utilize him.
Yeah, you can't understate the fact of the great wrestling talent he's gone against over his time here at Blair Academy. You got to think it's helped in his development, being able to be around some of the top wrestlers in the country.
Yeah, you think you have it easy. Your practice partner might be just as tough as you, or the guy above you. And then if you want to wrestle with Malonis, you want to pick on a bigger kid.
Yeah, and you think you're the man on campus, then you come to Blair Academy and you're just another guy who steps in line.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And he'll be doing the same next year when he goes out to California to Stanford University.
Oh, man, that's great that he's going to Stanford.
Yeah. He'll be out there. There's a little bit of a Blair pipeline going out there now with Evan Silver out there,
right.
Max Volbeck.
So that's good. So he's got pipelines at Harvard and Harvard of the West. So they're set. So there you go right there. That's the thing also about Blair. You're guaranteed to. Every Ivy League school is going to look at you. Every division, big-time program is going to look at you. When Mark Perry was at Stillwater, we got potentially dangerous. I'm just going to finish the last 20 seconds. Mark Perry's. We have an Oklahoma team. We have Tulsa Union here. Well, he's going to go stand them up on their feet. Makes it 16-3. So he gets the takedown. It's 18-3. But if he takes it down to his back, he gets a chance to pin him. If he doesn't put him on his back, it'll be just a regular tech. And the kid's willing to run away, which is not good. And maybe Mr. Vinny Russo, the referee, will let him go and run away on this.
He's going to need to get a takedown for that tech. He's not going to give him a couple stalls before.
Oh.
And nothing yet.
No, he didn't give it. Good, no call. No call, 5 seconds, good. Kid squirmed out. That wasn't bad.
Well, that's what you get when you get a senior wrestling.
Yeah, look at him run away. See, you can get called for warning. It doesn't matter. He just doesn't want to get tech. But at least McKenna went after him. He would say, "Oh, motion to the ref. What's he doing?" go get after it. That's the way Blair does. Just get after it. The winner by 16-3, major decision for Blair Academy, Mr. Joey McKenna.
So up next, we'll bring up Walker Dempsey intro.
Walker last year was second at the national preps, and he did quite well down at the high school nationals at the junior division last spring, and he's got quite the toolkit when it comes to technique, and he's pretty athletic too, so it's a nice package.
Okay, Mr. Dempsey, who do we have for St. Ed here?
St. Ed, we have Barr wrestling, Ray Barr.
Ray Barr, oh, we have a senior.
145 senior wrestling.
Okay, and Dempsey's also a senior too. Dempsey in on that takedown, nice, no problem. Yeah, it's a shame because when St. Ed wrestles Blair, these matches are awesome. Oh, they're so good. But this year it might not be the case, unfortunately. But, you know, St. Ed said, you know, we'll come and we honor our commitment. We'll wrestle you all the time, no matter what. And Blair's going to really, you know, put a big whooping on him, unfortunately. Run that arm bomb, put a lot of pressure on the top part of the body.
Dempsey's been a kid that's just been in the program for 4 years. He's really shown a lot. Last year, cutting second at national preps. I think he can really make some noise in college, depending on where he goes.
Yeah, his growth potential. You know, he says the pup's still in the way. And, you know, it's something how, yeah, you know, people think, you know, preps are pretty tough. There's always somebody there that's going to give you fits, that somebody that stays close to home or whatever, like the McDonough School and somebody else. So Blair has great competition at prep thing. That's a nice thing. It's at Lehigh, at Stabler Arena. It's a home tournament for them in a way when you think about it. And it's a home tournament also because they win it every year.
As we're down to the last 30 seconds of the first period with Dempsey a 2-0 lead over Barr.
Nice little chop. See if he tries it. He's trying to grab that wrist the other way.
So far, Blair has a 14-0 team lead over St. Edwards, excuse me.
Dempsey looking at the clock just to see how much time he's got left, see if he can run it right away and get some cheap points real quick. And there it is. You know, we got to hold him. No good. Good try, though. He looked at the clock and said, okay, let me hurry and do this. So at least he took an attempt. That's good on his part. End of the first period, Dempsey only leads 2-0. Choice for Mr. Ray Barr, and he will defer it and give it back to Mr. Dempsey.
As we take a look at Walker Dempsey from Greenwich, Connecticut, a fellow nutmegger like myself. I'm a Stanford native.
Oh, very good. Stanford, Connecticut, great place to live, work and play.
So appreciate the 203 guy in here.
Yeah, that's big nowadays. They put the football players put the area code on their face. So yeah, you gotta remember that. Used to be the Constitution State, wasn't it? Also.
It is the
Both?
Constitution
Okay.
State.
So Connecticut is in the New England area. New England is not really known for wrestling. You have those 6 states, and they have like maybe at the most a handful of Division I All-Americans. But you know what? Now wrestling is good no matter. Evidence of the Lehigh kid, the Vermonster, Mr. Robert Hamlin. So
I like that name.
There's all people good. Doesn't matter where you're from anymore, even from the affluent area of Connecticut. All right, so we have a stoppage of action here. 1:25 left, second period. Dempsey only leads 2-0. Barr's hanging tough on him right now. Looks wiry and rangy, too. Oh, nice switch. Oh, that was fast. Under 2 seconds on a switch. Old school switch. Dempsey leads 4-0. See, that's what you do on bottom. People like to they don't do anything. Move on bottom. Stand up. Do a switch. Sit out. Something. A nice old school switch. That's what Blair's using. See, it works for them. It could work for you. Now he's got that one-on-one again. See if he tries to crank on that bar again.
Trying to run that single wrist Blair ride that they're so well known for around the country. Everybody's starting to run it now.
Yep. And now that
New Jersey kids.
Right. And now that Mr. Buxton is not with the program, he's passed that bar a few places and people picking up and saying, wow, this thing is great. Why didn't they look? They should have been watching Blair wrestling a little bit more. But it's nice that Buxton is still giving. He still cares about Blair. I mean, these are his boys for the last several years. Dempsey just riding tough right now. No riding time. New Jersey was the last state that had riding time back in the early 80s. So that's been almost 30 years now when you think about it, that high school had riding time. 20 seconds left.
Looks like stalling was called.
Yeah, he called stalling. Called stalling
top wrestler
on Blair.
Yeah, looks like it was called on Dempsey.
Right.
Riding a
Yeah,
little
but
bit too easy.
he pulled up red.
Yeah,
I think he's making St. Ed green. Because he stopped it. Offensive wrestler stopped. Yeah. That's right. Don't rest on your laurels. You go out there and wrestle. That's the end of the second period. Dempsey leads 4-0. And it's going to be Ray Barr's choice in the third and final period. And, of course, they take neutral. But Dempsey comes right in, wrestles like it's supposed to, get after it. They'll get more funk position, see how they comes out of this one. Barr lost that ankle. I don't think he's got that ankle really good. Dempsey's going to try to sit on him, and he gets his takedown. Oh, no takedown. No, says Gary Kessel. Good no call. Wow, Barr's coming out. Nice with a switch, and he switched. Nice. Good little scramble. About time. That's what we want. These guys get after it.
As we got. So we got a minute 22 left in the third period with Dempsey only up 4-0. Certainly the closest match we've had so far today.
So watch his knee. Oh, he's okay. Wow, got a takedown. He made this match close. See, but for Ray Barr here, he needs 3 takedowns. Now it's 5-3, 5-2. Let me put the escape there.
So 5-2 going into the last minute of this match.
Dempsey better be careful. He might get banged for stalling if he keeps backing up too much.
And he's already been warned, and that's what Ray Barr should do, get after it and get that point, because that'll help him. He needs 2 takedowns. That's the tie. Gets that extra point, he can win. He can steal a win. That'd be unbelievable.
So 5-3 with 38 seconds left remaining.
Now he wants to get that. But Dempsey got in, and he'll kill the clock here because he's good in this position, hanging out, and Kessel will give him time to try to finish. If he doesn't move from here, though, he'll call stalemate.
Just got to keep moving a little bit. Just try to keep improving just a little bit. And we get a stalemate.
Yep, there's a stalemate. All right, 16 seconds. See what Ray Barr has in his bag of tricks. He made it 5-2 now. They must have screwed with that score. Wow, he's in on the leg. Oh, he high legs over. He's going to hang tough. Put a lot of weight on the head, and Barr can't come out the back door.
Short time remaining, 2-1, and Dempsey's going to win this one.
All right, we're winning by a 5-2 score from Blair Academy. That'd be Mr. Walker Dempsey.
Okay, as we go into our video highlight of Mason Manville, our next fighter.
Mason is probably one of the most, widely recognized sophomore wrestlers in the country. I think that's fair to say. He deserves it. He wrestles, all 3 styles, folk style, Greco, and freestyle, and is successful at an extremely high level in all 3 styles.
Okay, as we get underway with Mason Manville versus DJ Williamson at 152.
Manville already in. He gained 2 points for a takedown. Look for backs. Counting 2.
Let's see if he finishes him off here and doesn't let him off his back. I think he wants to stick him right here and get it over with. Blair wants the pin. The team is up. Yeah, he wants it now. He's not going to wait around. And there it is. Time of the fall. 44 seconds of the first period. And the winner for Blair Academy.
As we take a look at their Strive Spotlight, which happens to be Mason Manville, the 2016 Lorton, Virginia native. 2013 Freestyle Wrestler of the Year. So up next we have Jimmy Stillerman wrestling 160 for Blair Academy versus Adam Wookie. So we got a sophomore wrestling against a junior here.
Okay.
Yeah, Dylan Malonis, a normal 160-pounder for Blair, out with a shoulder injury still, trying to nurse it up for national preps.
Yeah,
in 150.
right. Because that's what he wants. That's his main thing. Go to preps and do that. He's already going to Lehigh. He's set for life. He's all set. Dad's here. He's watching. Nicky Malonis, East Brunswick State champ, All-American for Montclair. D3, went to D1s, so he comes from a good stock. And Dad did him right by bringing him to Blair. Says, you know, you're better than the other boys. He had other boys that wrestled classically in New Jersey. He sent them here, and he's the bombs. But it's, you know, it's a shame. Even good guys like Malonis, people get hurt. So he's sitting out. So that means Stillerman gets to wrestle all these matches. So that's good for his part. He gets a bunch of matches under his belt.
He's been tough today, too. I think he's won the two matches that I've seen him wrestle. He's won both of them.
Good.
Hard-nosed wrestler, scores on smart attacks.
St. Ed kid looks a little bit bigger than him. I don't know. Maybe it's the yellow singlet. I'm not sure. For all the years I've watched St. Ed forever, I've never seen him in gold singlets. So everything is like a Hawkeye singlet, but it's in green, black. No score. 35 seconds left in the first period. Stillerman and Wookie.
It's like Wookie, like in Star Wars.
That's right. He might be big and strong like him too. Oh, let me see if Stillerman can get around here. No, he can't do it. Out of bounds they go with 18 seconds left in the first period.
You know, if you're St. Edwards, this looks like one you might be able to steal off
Right.
of Blair.
This is one saying, wait a minute, their best guy's not here. You know, we have a chance. Have a legitimate chance of trying to get a win here and just getting some positive momentum for the team.
But if you're Coach Fleckman, it's a next man up mentality. You expect Stillerman to win this match.
It's the Blair way for sure.
Yep. Ran out of time. All right. Green is St. Ed, so they get the choice, and he's going to choose the defensive position to start the second period.
Stillerman riding tough to start the second period. 20 seconds in, got him bellied out. Working up to his base now.
He has to attempt to bring him to the mat. So Wookie went down to the mat on his own. Tried to Granby out, but he's not out though, so it stays same way. St. Ed is down. No score still. No score. Halfway done in this match. 1:29 left in the second period.
Blair Academy with an overall team lead of 23-0 over St. Edwards. Well, we're trying to keep that score as best as we can. We'll give you more updates later on in the contest as we have 1:26 remaining in the second period. Stillerman versus Wookie.
Wow, scored the first points of the match. That's important if it goes overtime. You want to be the first one that scores. That's why getting the takedown is so important. That's part of the criteria. Getting your first points in the match, because if you go to ultimate tiebreaker, you get choice. You want to score first. Under a minute left, second period. Oh, Fireman's dumped him down, but he got out of it. He didn't secure the back enough. Oh, he tries to spin around, needs to get under the arm. He got under. Oh, he Granby. Oh, but Kessel already called a two.
Good points.
Let me see. St. Ed is going to try to petition the no takedown. But no, they give him a takedown. 2-1.
This last 40 seconds is going to be big. We'll see if Wookie's able to get some points before the end of the second period going into the third.
And he gets
Good
out.
skate. 2-2.
finish up the last 10 seconds of this second period.
See, if Wookie was smart, he'd stay in and kill the clock if he wants to say, we're not going to wrestle anymore. Kill the clock and let's go to the third period.
Stillerman staying after it, wrestling out the entire period.
That's good. At least he's trying. Maybe a little funky this, but at least he's trying. All right, so yeah. So
Stillerman's for all the marbles here.
Yep, he's going to take the defensive position, start the third period. Gets the escape, he'd lead 3-2, and then we're going to see we'll play games on our feet. So let's see how this works out here.
Looks like Wookie's a little bit of a leg rider.
Wow, yeah.
Starting to work on top.
See, now they're off. Now, Wookie was totally off the mat. That's potentially dangerous in high school, not in college. But Kessel called it like a college match, and that was able to get Stillerman to wiggle out and get his one. So if I was St. Ed, I'd complain about that. But it's, you know.
It's a little bit hairy there. He was up and then he was down.
Right. So so he took that into consideration. That's why Gary Kessel's been refereeing for 30 years.
Looks like he's going to try to score a takedown here.
Oh, he can't get around. He can't get around. He's got to bump him a little bit. Oh, he uses his hips nice. He needs to do it again to keep him in bounds and try to get around.
Looks like his elbow's caught in there a little bit.
Yeah, the elbow's too deep.
As we reach the last minute of the third period here, just a little over a minute, 1:03.
Well, let's see what Wookie's got in him. He wants a winning takedown. Needs that takedown. Yeah, good, aggressive, takes a shot, but not. He's shot and he's in the ball. Not good position. So Stillerman needs to bump him around, look for chase a sock, get your arm out of there a little bit better. You're gonna get a stalemate. Yeah, just stalemate with 40 seconds left in the third period. Stillerman leads 3-2.
This is St. Edward's chance right here. We'll see if they're able to capitalize.
I don't think anybody's been called for stalling either, so see, you get down in that position, you're not going to score down there like that. That's not good. Not against Blair. You get a little dump there. He gives up the takedown. That's it. That clinches it for Blair with a 5-2 lead right now with under 17 seconds left in the match. Yep, the fans, see, there's a backup kid, and the team is supporting them. Every single person.
Here.
Look at this. Oh, Kessel.
Can he hold on?
No, he's up. He's up. He'll hold on. Wow.
So up next for Blair Academy, Brandon Davia at 170 versus Kevin Coma.
Brandon Davia, who temporarily at least will be filling the shoes of one of our seniors, Patrick Hoover, who is going to get shoulder surgery. In the meantime, Brandon is going to step in there. He's a sophomore, pretty talented. I believe he won his age division at the high school nationals last spring and placed 5th out at Fargo this summer in a pretty impressive weight class that included Mark Hall and some other guys.
So here's Brandon Davia up, the talented sophomore, is up against the senior Coma at 170.
One of the very few seniors for the St. Edward program.
You already have a takedown for Davia. He's up 2-0.
And
back points coming.
Yep, back points, nice. That's what they do. Take him down, put him to his back, get a lead, and it's really almost unsurmountable if you're up 5-0.
Yeah, against these Blair kids, if you get down 5-0 early in the first period, it's a tall order to come back and try and win the match.
You're taking them out of the match right off the bat, thinking, and the guy's going, I got 2 more periods with this Blair Buccaneer. But you know that's why they got to battle back, and they have to have some fight in them.
So with the victory by Stillerman, that puts Blair up 27-0 over St. Edward's.
Wow, I don't know if that's ever happened before, unless they started somewhere else way back in the day that Blair won the first 5 or 6 in a row. Otherwise, it's always nip and tuck every match. It goes back and forth.
And this isn't a case of St. Ed's being down that much this year, but they're good in spots, but where they're good, Blair just is a bit better. So it's tough
right.
Tough for them.
So
go ahead.
Take a look at St. Edward's roster, too. You have sophomore, 2 seniors, but then a couple juniors. So this is a team that really is going to be able to build on the future, especially around the 120, 126, 132. with those 3 sophomores all coming back for 2 more years.
Yeah, those guys need to find their weight class next year, and everybody gets into the lineup, and they'll be seasoned, and they'll be back the way it's St. Ed. Well, we'll see. I like to see how they do in the Ohio State tournament this year, where they end up. Every once in a while, you can have a down year. It's unfortunate. Even a school like St. Ed.
So here's the graphic on James Stillerman, who just wrestled, the Blairstown native. Nice little victory for the home crowd.
Yeah, he could have went to North Warren, but he decided to come down the road over here. Can't beat that. 8-0 already in the first period. He's past halfway to attack. Now take the defensive position, start the second period.
So Davia maintaining an 8-0 lead right now in the second period, 1:45 into it.
And he gets his escape. He leads 9-0.
Make that 9-0. Kevin Coma, one of the few seniors on the St. Edward's team, getting manhandled by this talented Davia.
Yeah, really, they have 3 seniors that start. That's incredible. But
yeah, it looks like, there's a 4th actually with Ralph Nichols. So you got Nichols, DeRuzo, Coma, and
Barr.
And Barr
You do
being
have
the
4.
only
That's
seniors
it. There you
for
go.
St. Edward.
I get new glasses anyhow. Okay, so what do we got? 11-0. Yeah, I got my old specs, but I can still see. And I always see is blue on top and gold on the bottom. That's the way it's been this whole dual meet so far. See if he gives a power lift here, pushes him out of bounds.
You know, the way this is going, this might not last all 3 periods.
Nah, if he can, he'd have to put him on his back twice in the second period if he wants to tech him. See if he gets a pull over tilt here. There's 1 count, there's 2. All right, so he's holding. He's got 5 counts, so he's holding 3, so he's technically up 14-0. In Scholastic, of course, you don't earn your points until you come out of the situation. In freestyle, you instantly get it. So he's up 14-0. He can turn him, he can cut him and take him down. I don't see the coaching staff really saying anything much here, so it's up to
probably just
up to
business
Brandon.
as usual
Yep.
here.
Just be on top. He's got a bar hanging tough. See if you can turn him, put a little extra pressure, just, more physical hurt, legal pain, as we like to call it.
You got a feel for this Coma kid who's just simply getting overmatched at this point.
Yeah, when you're wrestling a kid like Davia, there's not much you can do. They're just overmatched. It's a tough match for the kid, but
Yeah.
definitely give him a pat on the back for coming out and definitely battle
He's
hard.
going to turn him here with the Buxton bar. I call it, yeah. And see if he can get the pin. He needs to pin him. He's not going to pin him. 3 near fall. 17-0 tech fall, 4 minutes.
As we take a look at the player bio for Brandon Davia, this Youngstown, New York sophomore, weighing in at 170 pounds. He's been just nothing but dominant this year for Blair Academy. As we get ready for the start of the 3rd period.
Next new bout.
Oh, it's
182.
over?
Yep. Over.
So we got Nick Denapoli taking on Gabe Zuro,
Zuro, right. And we have 2 seniors going at it. All right, the first time ever, or we got, I think, 2 seniors.
We got a senior and we got, two seniors.
Dempsey and Barr were seniors also. But all right, so this is the second one, but still very few seniors for St. Ed. And he gets a takedown. St. Ed is leading 2-0. Yay. Yay for the Eagles. But that just makes it more dry for the Blair wrestler to try to get up and take him down and take a 3-2 lead. So he needs to work on his bottom. He backs out, stays in. He gets lifted good and goes out of bounds. At least he got up to his feet. Let's see how he does on the bottom position off the start here. More like a big man stand-up, and they say they back up in all 4s and they come up to their feet. But it works, and he got out for 1. 2-1, St. Ed. All right, under a minute, first period. Zuro from St. Ed leads 2-1.
Major decision on the last one.
No, it's at full. 17-0 in 4 minutes. 5 points. Oh, he's going to get a takedown. No, says Mr. Kessel. Good that he takes the call back when he doesn't. You really see, he's so used to college. High school, you want to establish a little control, maybe after a reaction time. Oh, nice shot. He ties him to his butt. Takes him down for 2. Wow, big for Zuro. Zuro leads 4-1 under 20 seconds left in the first period.
So with the tech fall victory by the Davia, that brings Blair's total up to 32-0 over St. Edwards. But you got Zuro here winning the bout so far with 9.2 remaining in this first period.
Nice mat return there to end the first
Yeah,
period.
that was good. All right, 4-1. St. Ed leads. Defer to Blair. Going to take the defensive position, start the second period. If he tries to get 1 and 2, that'll tie it up at least. So he's going to have to work on that back, the big man push up here. Get to his feet. Fights hands. He gets out for 1. That's all right. That's one part done. Now he's got to get that takedown.
So 4-2 in this 182-pound match between Denapoli and Zuro.
Let's see what Denapoli has in store here. Fights inside. He needs to get inside control. This guy seems a little bit longer than him, so he's keeping his pointing his head, keeping him at bay, and then he takes that shot. Good hips by Denapoli. Good.
Still 4-2 in this match in favor of Zuro. St. Edwards feeling the momentum in their favor a little bit. As we get just under 110 remaining in the second period.
Out of bounds they go. You got to learn how to play that line. Try to be aggressive. Take a shot. You go out of bounds. Ref says, wow, he took a shot. He's aggressive. You got to do that. Oh, he almost got that ankle. The Zuro's really getting, at least he's getting after it.
Yeah, Zuro seems to have nice control right now.
So Denapoli has his work in store for him right now. He's still down 4-2.
Still 4-2 Zuro. 30 seconds left. Second period.
So, you know, the Zuro's playing the line. He's right there, so anything crazy happens, he goes right out.
Denapoli's going to have to really try and get after it. At least score 1 takedown.
And yeah, he needs a takedown because the Zuros are going to take defense in the third period and get his escape point. Oh, he got it that time. Oh, he still missed it though. He didn't push it by enough.
Let's take a look at Nick Denapoli from Washington, New Jersey, 182-pound senior. So we approach the final period.
And we'll see how good he is on top. Might have a little bit of a couple tricks for him. Try and get some near fall before he lets him go and tries to get a takedown to win it.
Washington is right down the road. That's he was Washington High School back in the day. Now it's Warren Hills. All right, so Denapoli has his work cut out for him. He's going to have to try to turn him or cut him and take him down a bunch of times, and he hasn't yet. Zuro is content on staying on bottom, but he's got to get after it or else Kessel will call him for stalling, but he can get away with it at least twice.
As play stops with 1:30 left in the final period.
91 seconds. Up, now look, there he goes, going neutral on our feet. Now he's going to go, he'll play the takedown game, 5-2. So they said, you know what, you're not going to turn him, you've wasted 30 seconds. Let's go on our feet, we have a better chance, or you might be better to take him down. But he's got to get after it. And Zuro's not bad on his feet.
He's going to make his move, he's got to make it right here.
Yeah, you'd like to get it within the next set of 30 seconds. So you say, okay, now I got a minute left. Yeah, got to get after it again. He's got good underhooks, though, and he keeps going for that every time. Oh, and then I go out of bounds. 107, 67 seconds.
St. Edward's smelling a rare victory here. As they look to get on the board for the first time in the team tournament today.
Well, Denapoli needs a little flurry here. He needs something.
Yep, getting after it a little bit here. Gotta do it in the middle of the mat. Can't let him get to the side too much.
Oh, he got his leg.
So throw by.
He can kill the clock here. He's gonna get 2 there. He does. He gets 2. That puts the match out of reach, 7-2, unless he got a miracle move. Denapoli's got a 5-point move hiding somewhere.
As we have 47 seconds remaining in the contest.
Get out for 1, 7-3. Again, Denapoli takes that little shot, and then Zuro gets that left underhook. 32 seconds. Oh, another takedown. That puts that away.
So as we count down the final 10 seconds in this match, looks like Zuro's going to give a major decision or 3 points. It's going to be just a decision.
Right. 9-3 will be just a 6-point decision.
As we approach the next match, 195, David Shaanme versus Michael O'Malley. So we got junior versus sophomore here coming up as this one comes to an end.
David Zuro wins 9-3. St. Ed finally gets on the board. With their first 3 points, 32-3.
So O'Malley, Shaanme here.
You hear all the yelling and screaming when there's nothing really going on. It's because we have 2 matches going on at the same time. So we have Don Bosco Prep wrestling Tulsa Union out of Oklahoma. So that match got screened. In the meantime, there's no score between Sherman here, and he's wrestling Mr. Mike O'Malley, a sophomore, one of the many sophomores on the St. Ed team.
We got junior versus sophomore here.
Oh, he went down low. He got him on the line. Nice takedown. Big David here. Nice. 2-0.
So 32-3 overall as Blair's up on St. Edward's.
Normally that's pretty much clinching because Blair won't give up bonus points, if anything. They'd have to lose out, and they still wouldn't lose. So they pretty much had the match clinched, so we just have to figure out who does what.
Victory looks to be in plain sight for Blair Academy.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's riding him parallel, content on riding him here. I'll see if Mr. Russo called a little stalling here. Now he starts to work out. That's, you got to work out to the side. Prove your position.
It's all about showing the ref that you're improving your position, even if you're not actually doing it.
Very good. That's right. Nope. Mr. Russo sign. Red still in control.
Shaanme nursing this 2-0 lead. We tick down to the end of the first period.
All right, 2-0 it is at the end of the first period. Let's see what we got here.
So Blair Wrestling, no stranger to awards and accolades as we look at some of the key stuff that they've done throughout their years.
Yeah, that's just incredible. I don't care if you come to the school, you got to do it, take it to the next level. There's so many good kids in the next level, and they do it all the time. It's great. It's great for the program.
As the second period is about to get underway.
Quickly up to his feet, needs to circle back in. Went out of bounds, you gotta run back in, stay on the gray. The gray piece part is your friend. Nice, wow, that was fast. Oh man.
That whistle time really, really well.
Yeah, that's fast. That's crazy fast. That's how, you got the talent. You can't catch quickness. You do that, who's gonna get you?
It's like many coaches always say in football, you can't teach speed.
Nope. Can't coach height.
Can't coach height, can't teach speed.
Got the kid Don Bosco, the heavyweight here. His nickname is 6'9". That's how tall he is. He's 6'9". Don Bosco's got an awesome wrestling football program, but not like Blair's wrestling program.
Don Bosco, impressive football and soccer programs, really.
Yes, they're good. And it's nice that Tulsa Union made the road trip, came up here. They never come to New Jersey. I don't even know when the last time they were here. So it's nice Oklahoma got to see what Jersey's like, and they went right to the best. Probably got to see New York City maybe, saw some snow. Well, they get snow in Oklahoma, so they get yucky weather like anybody else. Meanwhile, we don't have anything going on there.
Oh,
Still
nice
on their
step
feet.
over.
Yeah, you missed that, right? Under a minute and second period.
Still 3-0 Shaanme at this point.
See if he can pop his head out and put him in danger position. Tilt him to his back so he can crawl up. Now he's got to let go of the lock.
2 points awarded.
He didn't lock. Okay, good. Right. You got his takedown. You put him in danger position, see what he does. If he reacts, if he doesn't react, hey, you can put him in a neutral position.
30 seconds left in the second period.
Comfortable 5-0 lead. He's going to try to see if he can finish out the last 20 seconds here.
Very tough on top. Trying to keep his 5-0 lead. Maybe get some bonus points.
Yeah, he's keeping his nose down. He's not going anywhere in the last.
He's going to ride out the second period. It's a victory in sight for Shaanme.
Again, neutral. St. Ed taking neutral.
Yeah, I think the St. Ed's coaching staff thinks he's been riding him pretty tough. He really can't get off his belly.
Right.
Trying to take him down, get some points.
It's the only place they can go right now. That's where he's been for most of their matches, too. It's a shame. You don't even want to go. Normally, you don't go down on St. Ed because they turn you. There's somebody on that team that's always good.
Yeah.
The mailman, Edgar Bright, he's at Pittsburgh.
Dean Heil.
Heil. How many guys beat Pico, even though it was a crazy call? That's how talented St. Ed is. They have a kid that actually went toe-to-toe with Pico. And he did beat him. That counts as a beat, even though there was a crazy takedown call at the end. So we won't hold it against either one of those wrestlers. But that's the way St. Ed's usually is. So we got a stalemate here. Not stalemate. We have No go up. He came out. He gave up the whistle, so he gets a 2 takedown.
I think he'll end up cutting him here and trying to get another
Right.
takedown, get a major.
Get the major, right. That's what you do. Same way. You don't be content and just beating him 7-0. Break your opponent, get extra points. We need it for the team. That's what they do at preps. That's what we do for dual meets. And that prepares them for later on.
So Shaanme 1 point away from a major decision victory, trying to get that extra point for his team.
Don't like that he's riding parallel, though.
Yeah, he's not going to get a stall call out of the
Right.
bottom guy if he's sitting on him parallel.
Yeah, he looks like he's content. See, he should be on his toes, putting pressure, baiting the guy, something. Finish the match strong.
20 seconds left remaining. And
Looks like a stall warning been given to the bottom wrestler. Not going to get another one, though.
Shaanme looking for one more point here.
Oh, suicide roll, but he doesn't do it right. He gets sloppy
Oh,
here.
looks like-
Sloppy. He gives up a reversal, and he gets the reversal. 7-2. Not the best of matches, but it's still a Blair win nevertheless.
So let's take a look at some of the upcoming events we have live on the Strive Network. January 25th, it's the wrestling meet you're looking at right now. After that, Tuesday, we'll have a swim meet, Blair Academy versus High Point.
That's up at High Point, or is that here? Does it say?
That will be here at the
Here,
Wallace Pool.
right. Very good, okay.
And then the next event we have is the big one, Wednesday, January 29th in Newark. We're going to have Blair's going to travel to take on St. Benedict's. So some matches to look forward to on the Strive Network.
Yeah, you got a lot of variety. That's great to watch that network. That's good. Anything you want to watch, you have.
As we got sophomore Neil Putman up against Parker Knapp.
Parker Knapp.
So we got a sophomore against a junior here. 220 weight class. Neil Putnam, of course, a member of the championship Maple League football team. That game was also on Strive. Will Cooley, another member of the team. So we got a minute remaining in this first period. Still scoreless here in this 220-pound matchup. Just under 40 seconds remaining in this first period. Still scoreless between Putnam and Knapp.
Yeah, if they don't get after it, we might have one of those 1-1 things. And as soon as I say that, he takes a shot. Oh, he almost had a takedown. Oh, that was close. All right, good. Way to be aggressive. Got to get after it.
So we pause here at 27 seconds left, first period.
Yeah, when you have big men, well, that's I'll say the heavyweight for later stuff.
We got big Will Cooley up next, 285-pounder. Final seconds of this first period.
All right. Since nobody scored, you want to go down, get the first point in case you go to ultimate tiebreaker, which might happen with the upper weights. Tendency to do that. So with those 1-1 sudden victory, overtime, tiebreaker 1-2, and so on. So Knapp fights his hands out, gets out for one, scores the first points of the match.
Still 35-3 in this contest between Blair and St. Edwards.
And those big guys play football, so they get in that football stance. You keep them low, and you should be doing that. All football players should wrestle, learn body position, everything. It just makes them better football players.
Yeah, especially when you're an offensive lineman. Putman being a D lineman and O lineman. It's all your hands and your feet. So definitely stuff that you can use and translate from the wrestling mat to the football field and vice versa.
You'd be surprised at professional football players that love wrestling. Ray Lewis wrestled in Florida. He went on an interview and said he'd rather wrestle than play football. He liked that better.
Ray Lewis, a fellow alum like myself at the University of Miami.
Oh yeah, you go. Yeah, that's why you were doing
you?
this. The you. Yeah. We know converts versus Catholic, but that's okay. The U is come on. Coral Gables, come on. Where would you want to be right now? In all the snow here? And Florida has top of the line. Some of the kids in Florida, they're okay.
Yeah, you got the IMG Academy, which is always good.
A-Rod's from Westminster down the road.
So there's some quality opponents.
30 seconds left. Still got that 1-0 lead for Mr. Knapp. So they're both a little hesitant. They're scared to take a shot. You can't be scared. You got to take a shot and get a good shot in. Half shots don't cut it. You're not going to get the kid stalled on that.
Final 10 seconds in the second period.
We'll see if Putnam can ride in the third period. Maybe he rides him out to win.
No, but Putnam's going to be down.
Oh, Putnam's going down?
Yeah, the third period is his choice. So Johnny Gray told him to take down, get your escape point to tie it. Now let's see if anybody rides, can Mr. Knapp ride him and sneak out a 1-0 win.
So Knapp holding on to that 1-0 lead.
So Knapp needs to keep him in. And Putnam needs to scoot and get out, at least if you don't do it technically right. Get out of bounds, get a fresh start. Now you know what he's like. Feel what he is on top.
It's a little cat and mouse being played here between Putnam and Knapp.
He's going to try to Buxton bar maybe. Try to see if he keeps his nose down, so he keep his front end down. He can't get out of that. He's got to carry all that weight, start wearing, tearing on you.
Knapp riding really tough here.
Nice, he has both arms now.
Top wrestling, really something that's underrated in high school.
Oh, he's got to keep him in. Nice, nice. Straight jacket is what they call up in New York State. Wow, you almost got back points on that. It wasn't bad on Knapp's part. It's pretty good. But Putnam's got his hands full. You need to get out. Get out of bottom. See, first start, nothing really good. Squirming around. Knapp, he's got that arm. Oh, he's got sloppy. You let him out. All right, good for Putnam. 1-1, 40 seconds.
We got the last 30 seconds of this contest. 1-1 tie so far.
Right, so you say to yourself, geez, do I try to get that takedown, get and win this here, or do I say, okay, I'm going to play it around, let's go overtime, sudden victory, give me a minute. That's what you have to figure out what they want to do, but they haven't done much in the regulation time as it was, so I don't see them doing anything here.
So how does the point system work for overtime?
Well, right off the bat, you go sudden victory. So when Steve and I ref, in fact, Steve, you tell us what you do when you do.
Well, Putnam's in on a shot right now, looking to finish. If he gets a takedown here, the match will end. And
that's the end of that regulation.
So do we do?
All right, so we'll go sudden victory.
Okay,
so you sudden victory, 1 minute?
Yep,
1 minute.
1 minute for the first period. If nobody gets a takedown, they do 2 30-second rideouts where both guys have a chance to go down and get an escape.
Right, and have to wrestle the full 30 seconds.
And if the score is still tied after those 2 30 seconds, they do a rideout where the first person that scored gets the position. They get to pick top or bottom.
Right.
And if they go on top, they have to ride them out to win. If they go on bottom, you get out, you win.
Right, and that's why Knapp scored the first point. The other thing is, when you do sudden victory, or any time in the match, you can always pin the person. So I tell the wrestlers, you wrestle, You listen for the whistle. Don't stop. You get the guy in his back. You want to go for the pin. You get 6 points for the team instead of 3.
So we got 30 seconds left in this first overtime. Still a stalemate between these two.
Shame normally with these two fine programs this wouldn't be the case usually unless. Oh, he's getting around. Gumby's around. Oh, he gets his 2. Wow, another win for St. Ed. That'd be 3-1 in 6 minutes and 49 seconds. A sudden victory.
So sudden victory.
For Mr. Parker Knapp, and you get 3 points.
So 3 more points as we take a look at some undisputed national championships for Blair Academy. Got Chaz Tucker, who we have yet to see yet in this contest, at 113. Very talented wrestler. Kolowski, who we started off the broadcast with.
Yeah, it'd be nice. We'll finish with some nice lightweights that really get after it. So after you're seeing this, all of a sudden you're going to see these guys flying around the mat that defy gravity.
And it's tough for Cooley, the Blair heavyweight here. You're following up on a guy of Brooks Black.
Yeah, and before that was Mako.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's tough. 2 4-time prep champions or whatever they were.
Top of the line recruits, sure. Yeah. It's something.
So
but
here's Will Cooley against Ralph Nichols.
Both seniors, another senior matchup.
Cooley doing a nice job this year, stepping into the lineup.
St. Edward's getting 3 more points, making it 35-6. Will Cooley, another guy from that Maple League Championship football team. Still 0-0. Just under a minute left in the first period.
I wish I had the weigh-in sheet. I'd like to see the weight differential.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
no weight listed on Nichols here.
Nothing. Yeah, you'd have to have the weigh-in sheet.
Both seniors. So we got experience on these 2 wrestlers.
Cooley's definitely had a good practice partner over the last 3 years with Brooks Black, getting a lot of experience.
Blair Academy, 35-6 lead over St. Edwards. Overall team points. Got the little guys coming up next after this. Let's see, Zachary Sherman against Alan Haar. And there's a forfeit at the 113 weight, so we won't see LJ Bentley to St. Edwards.
So that's a no contest. Nobody's wrestling at 113.
Yeah, so Vandermeer gets the night off tonight. And we'll finish up with Chaz Tucker at 120. We reached the final 7 seconds of the first period.
All right, they're doing something with the clock or something. They're doing wait for something.
Putting it back to 10 seconds.
Looks like they give an extra 3 seconds.
Yeah, long day working the clock. Sometimes the button doesn't work. You fell asleep at the switch, we'll say. So that happens. That's why you always have an assistant referee who keeps an eye on everything. All right, no score. The end of the first period. Blair
So Will Cooley, the senior 285-pounder from Blairstown, New Jersey, the native.
So it's good. He takes the defensive position, start the second period, so he can score first.
Looking to clear out.
Got to put a lot of pressure on that wizard and everything. He sat him right to his butt.
Nichols has to work up here.
Yeah.
If he doesn't work up, he might get hit with the stall. Still on the legs. Then there's their stall call.
Oh, you know your refs, that's good. But then again, we learn from Mr. Russo. We watch the refs, and that's what high school wrestlers do. Watch your ref. You should now. You don't see these guys like the out-of-state guys don't see them, but you watch them during the day. Wow, this ref calls this and calls that. Calls quick stalling, slow stalling.
They're going to cut him, go up to their feet. 1 neutral for Cooley. 1-0 he'll lead.
So we got the big guys here right now.
Yeah,
a lot of weight being thrown around.
Yeah, these matches usually not too high scoring.
Yeah.
You'll see an overtime match if they're anywhere close to each other in skill.
funny part is if you watch the college heavyweights, oh my God, they're all beating each other. It is just, they wrestling. That's the way the high school kids should see it. They say, wait, even the heavyweights get after it. It's a crazy year. Everybody but David Taylor's the only one who hasn't gotten beat, I don't think.
And Andrew Howe. So.
Oh, well, he don't count, does he? He's 100 years old. I won't tell him that, though. Yeah, he's the only one. But everybody was everybody's right. Everybody's number one.
So still 1-0 Cooley at this point. Approaching under 45 seconds.
No, they're okay. We can't know. They're supposed to be like that.
So we have a stop here with 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Cooley nursing the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, it's hard sometimes heavyweights. They can't be, they're not going to do a drag trip step like Mark Schultz does or anything like this.
Just under 15 seconds left. We'll stop the clock with 14.5.
Speaking of Mark Schultz, Louie, when we have the movie Foxcatcher?
The last I heard, it was going to be in May. This movie was supposed to come out second week in December. And we're still, so right now I hear May. But I'll tell you what, you guys go on a wrestling movie, it's what I saw from the inside out, it's so good. Oh, I can't wait. So we're going to, we had some decent wrestling movies in the past, but this one is legit.
Channing Tatum, Steve Carell.
And like
my favorite
with Kevin James.
And my my favorite Mark Ruffalo.
Oh yeah.
So there's your big three actors right there. All right,
I know Derek Raymond appreciates the Kevin James reference.
Nichols going down to start the third.
So he's got a head and an arm on the side here. But he can't. No.
Oh, still got him.
Still got him. No, he got him out. Got out. Kicked out.
So 1 point for St. Edwards.
Yeah, we'll see if somebody goes after it and tries to get a takedown here. Hopefully. We want to see some people go for the offense here. Student section definitely getting behind him.
Yeah, I remember one year came up here and St. Ed was good and Blair beat him and the students went crazy. They sat behind the bench. They stood behind the bench. Oh, they were going nuts. I don't know how the other students are in this school. To support the best team that's on campus pretty much.
Very spirited fan base here at Blairstown.
These dual meets that they have up here, they get really, really, really packed in. A lot of people right around the mat. Definitely a good atmosphere for wrestling, for high school wrestling. You don't see it a lot here.
Yeah, it used to be an okay gym, but Blair has the money and the support and the commitment, and they fixed the gym up and made it nice, beautiful mats. The wrestling room was, oh my God, the mats are so soft. They're soft forever. Oh, that room is so nice. And Blair goes over and above the Call of Duty. They bring other teams in, can use their practice. Buxton would do stuff. Fleckman will do stuff. Fleckman, he's the head coach now. He was away for a little bit at St. Benedict's, but he was here for 10 plus years as a math teacher. And, so he understands what the commitment has for Blair and to keep that tradition alive. So it's great that he came back to Blair. And, if they run the table, they're going to be number one again.
So 25 seconds left remaining. Cooley, Nichols.
Oh, we got the takedown with 10 seconds left. All he's do is hold him. He'll win this one. Wow, Granby come around. See, but you got to turn.
Gotta get high. Gotta get high. He's going to get one.
Yeah, good try. He's going to get the one. No, he's not going to get anything.
It doesn't matter either
No,
way.
it don't matter. You're right.
So
now you wrestle at the. Gosh darn it, got to do that later. It's scrambled. All right, St. Edward, another win.
Another 3 points for St. Edwards. As we take a look here at some of the students that have become teachers, some of these former Blair Academy wrestlers that are now coaching at the collegiate level. Schooly Louie, you can comment on some of these guys here.
Chris Ayers was the little nothing right up the road in Newton. All of a sudden, he went to Lehigh, was an All-American. He was at Lehigh for a while. Princeton came a calling. Hey, you want to take Princeton? They all practically dropped the program. They revived it. Go to Princeton? Are you kidding me? So Ivy League boy, used to be just a brainiac bunch of kids, and they do it because they like. No, now the Cornell is awesome. Harvard was great for a while. So was UPenn. The Cornell has been running the table for the last several years. So that's great that they have Santoro. He's a Bethlehem Catholic dude. He's from Bethlehem. That's great. He's over there, and they have such great support. Wherever those guys go, they're all doing good.
So we got the 106 weight class here. Zachary Sherman against Alan Haar. So 2 freshman kids.
These guys will roll around a lot more. You'll see a lot more points scored.
A lot of liveliness out of these wiry guys.
Absolutely. I like coming around after the heavyweight. Nice slow match.
Little change of pace.
Yep. It's good in the way that they did way back a few years ago, whatever it was, that they decided to alternate weight class start. You finish at heavyweight, and it wouldn't be as maybe exciting as it could be. Now you might have the 2 best kids go at it to decide your team, a team title, a winning dual meet. Some kids thrive on the pressure. Some don't like it. They don't want to be last. But then you see what your wrestler's all about.
Always finishing at heavyweight, too. You would always have the stands emptying out before the
right.
heavyweight match.
It's a shame.
It's not fair to the heavyweights. They want to have the same support as
Right.
everybody else.
So it was nice. It was a nice little change of pace there. And most colleges do. Some colleges, I don't know.
Some of them do.
Yeah.
Rutgers does it for a lot of their
Rutgers
matches.
does, which is nice.
I think they like having Billy Smith at the end of their lineup.
Why not? He's your hammer. Nice local boy up the road here, sure.
So we reached the final 10 seconds here in this first period.
Can he get it? Can he get around?
Turnover, stepping over.
Stepped over, and he caught him.
He's going to get back points. Looking to get full.
That's a
full
5.
Count.
He's going to he got him for 5 there.
Time's out in the first period.
So there's 2 and 3. Gary Kessel on the call, 5 points for St. Ed.
So Alan Haar with 5 points.
All right, so Sherman has his hands full. And Blair's going to take the defensive position and start the second period. So you don't go 5 right away. You don't hit a home run move. You get your 1, you get your 2. Boom, 5-3. Now you're in the match. So he needs to get out, take him down, maybe reverse it, but usually most of the time it's an escape and a takedown.
Got the little guys here all wrapped up.
You said before, if you fall behind 5-0 early in the match, it's tough to come back. But when you get a little guys like this, they roll around a lot more. They score a lot more points.
He's content riding with these backdoor legs here.
St. Edward's with a little momentum here, getting 3 straight decisions.
Hot stuff. Well, maybe I didn't know where their strength was really. So.
But you got Chaz Tucker up next for Blair. So that's all you got to say about that.
And that's going to end it too. So we're gonna miss 113, unfortunately.
Tucker had a big win earlier over Brent Fleetwood from Delaware, Smyrna.
Yeah, the Smyrna kid,
He also placed first in the Escape the Rock tournament.
He had 2 big wins down there last weekend. He had a really, really good tournament. He's putting together a great season.
He had a low seed, too.
He did.
Wasn't it like a 3rd? So he was on the bottom bracket?
I think he was like a
6?
6, I think.
He was 6. I looked at the brackets real quick, and I said, wow, you know what? They didn't give him any love. So he goes up. Now you love me. I'm your champ.
So just under a minute remaining in the second period.
Yeah, he's content riding those backdoor legs and everything. He's rode him out this whole period here, at least for the first minute. But that's going to wear out on him. And then third period,
Sherman doing all that he can right now.
Hart can take top and do this all over again. That's why you always, sometimes the only thing about being on bottom, saying, wow, what if this guy's good on bars, he's a good rider and stuff, which is now you got to scout your kid. Saying, no, I don't want to be down, let me go neutral, or I'll be on top. But, they took a chance. I'm down 5-0. I need an escape point. I need to get something on the board.
Definitely some youth showing in this matchup between 2 freshman kids. So we get to the final 10 seconds left here of the second period.
Rode him out the whole period. 2 minutes of riding somebody else's weight on you. That takes its toll. So he looks at his coaches. I say take top. He took top. Look at that. Do it again. Yep, do it again and thinking, oh boy, now if you're Mr. Sherman here, you're gonna say, whoa, I gotta get my butt out. I gotta get right away and get after it, not have him on top of me. Mama Potato, it's okay. We got everything here. We're good. I can't hear them. I think you know what they want. It's two of Chris's and one's Richie's.
So we got a minute 50 remaining.
Oh, I know. I got the face. You got the face.
5-0 Sherman over Har at this point.
It's Har over Sherman, 5-0. Har's definitely doing a great job on top. A lot being taken out of Sherman on the bottom. Definitely tough to get up when you're being ridden for the entire second period.
Definitely takes a toll on your stamina.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you wear them out. After the end of the second period, you feel like the end of the match. Oh, we got another period. Guess what? You're getting ridden out again. You're smart by taking top. That was good. So score is low. He's not going to score a lot, but, he's just going to ride him out. And, good riding is appreciated in certain areas.
Pennsylvania is a big, big riding state.
Which is why they do so good in college. They learn how to ride.
So we're approaching the final minute here of this third period between Sherman and Har.
Yeah, Kessel's let him ride him out. They haven't been doing much, but, as in trying to turn him or anything and changing a little bit better position. But, now he's tilted him a little bit, but no back points, so.
Final 30 seconds here. St. Edwards looking to get another 3 points on the board.
Might get a stalemate here. They might let him wrestle it out, though.
Yeah, he might. See, he's trying to, cross-face and should try a Jacobs more.
Yeah.
Well, at least, worst comes to worst, Sherman didn't give up any, major decision, not like this. He hung tough. He found out there's a freshman that's a little bit tougher than him, and he's going to understand that when he goes back in the wrestle room and wrestles with Tucker and company. So that's what, 3 in a row? 4 in a row?
Yep. That brings about 12 points now for St. Edwards as we bring in the intro for Chaz Tucker.
We have Charles Tucker. He has been a mainstay here. And, I think sometimes if you look in the national press, he gets overlooked a little bit. But, man, he's gone nose to nose with some of the best kids in the country and picked a lot of them off. And if there's one guy, a state champion, doesn't want to see across the mat from him when he steps out there, it's Chuck. And he has an unbelievable work ethic, and he's placed in, I think, just about every major national tournament there is in the country. We have Charles Tucker. He has.
So here's Charles Tucker up against Mason Doherty. So a junior against a sophomore in this 120-pound weight class.
But Tucker has come on to his own now. He's taking the reins as being a team leader and winning the big events and everything. And
of course, we mentioned it earlier. Chaz Tucker placing first in last week's Escape the Rock tournament.
They had a big tournament, couple big wins last weekend.
Yeah, the one at Council Rock.
Locked up a cradle. Looks like he's going to get the panty.
Wow, that was fast. 42 seconds. Way to close out this dual meet for Blair.
So Chaz Tucker from Worcester, Mass. finishes out the match for Blair Academy.
My ride's about 6.
So 6 more points.
41.
So that gives 41-12 for Blair Academy.
Wow, could have been a lot worse too. That's something. That's probably 30 points.
So we're going to go into a interview we did earlier with Solomon Fleckman as he talks about this Blair Academy team.
And there's such an understood culture here of excellence.
Right.
Like, we expect this season to be just like every other season. That's what we expect. And we expect every guy to reach as high as he possibly can. And that goes for on the mat as well as off the mat. I mean, that's really what the essence of Blair Wrestling is. It's about striving for excellence within yourself and also trying to push your teammates as far as you can go. So I don't know that we have substantially different goals in terms of wins and losses than we would any other year. We have a really talented team this year, and so we're going to try and compete in every single event that we're in. We've been very blessed by originally just by some men who devoted themselves to this place and to the kids who were here, and over time that has created a culture that we now enjoy the fruits of. And Bob Dolling Sr. was a coach here for 44 years. And then from him to Tom Hutchinson for 10 years, who prior to that was a Division I All-American. And then from Tom Hutchinson to Bobby Latessa and ultimately to Jeff Buxton, who was here for 30 years. So I mean, in the span of whatever that is, 70-something years, you've only had 3 or 4 coaches nurturing this thing and trying to grow it and make it something terrific. And I think when kids come in, the reason they come through the doors, whether they're a first-year wrestler or they're an age group national champion, is they're excited about being a part of something where excellence is the expectation, where every day can be a challenge. And I think that's what we're blessed with right now. It's getting to know your wrestlers, getting to know the kids with whom you're working, and talking to them individually and helping them reflect and getting them to say out loud what it is they want to do, and then helping them follow through with what they commit to doing. And once you get that kind of commitment flowing in 2 directions, I think that's how kids constantly want to do more and more. I hope that what we're doing here accomplishes what I think all people in this country idealize with youth sports. I hope it builds character, and I hope they can look the person back in the eye and say, yeah, it helped me to build my character. I can take a loss and come back. I can persevere when things aren't going well. I can perform when I'm not comfortable. I'll always tell you the truth and be honest, because I know ultimately that's what's going to come out. So I mean, to me, this is all about building character. If you were to ask anybody who won national preps in 1983 at 105 pounds, they probably couldn't tell you who did it, except for that guy. And so it really does boil down to each individual trying to take as much as they can away from this thing. And the other interesting thing that I think that a kid coming out of Blair in particular could say to an employer is, even though it's an individual sport, I learned how crucial it is to be part of a team. And I could have never accomplished what I accomplished without the people around me. And that's what attracts people to Blair. Is that they want to be around other strivers and do the same thing. There have been several wrestlers in the past who will win a national prep title and then the next year find themselves fighting for a varsity spot. And you say, well, how can that be? How can that be healthy? But in each situation, it winds up making everybody stronger. And there's like a healthy sense of camaraderie that's here that I think is very special and helps to make it a little bit unique. I don't know that situation in every setting would be a positive thing, but here somehow it's painful at the time when there's conflict like that, but ultimately everybody seems to come out of it and see growth and progress at the end.
Welcome back to Strive Video Network broadcast as Blair Academy gets the win over St. Edward's in impressive fashion. We're going to take you right now to Screwy Louie as he interviews assistant head coach Paul Clavel on the victory.
And yes, with Coach Clavel, the head assistant coach at Blair Academy. He's been here for over a decade. This was called the St. Ed's Duels way back when St. Ed's was the bomb. What did you think about your team's performance today?
I was proud of them. 4 matches in one day is pretty tough for them. With our schedule, it's a grind, and right now we're going through a tough week to week, hitting Don Bosco, St. Ed's. Next week we have Bergen Catholic. The following week after that is Boundbrook. So, and then we go right into national preps. So I was proud of them. For 4 matches, they performed well.
Now, you've had some wrestlers that have stepped up for kids having injuries, or are you giving them rest? How'd they perform today?
I think they did well. Michael Monica stepped in at 145. Jimmy Stillerman did an outstanding job at 160 for Dylan Malonis. Jimmy's only a sophomore. He's young, and he took the challenge.
it's nice that the backups got to wrestle, and they wrestle big-time matches, and it says, you may be behind somebody, but you're still going to get to wrestle no matter what. All right. Anything else that went on today that you thought was good between other teams or your individuals wrestlers?
I think this was a great event. We had Oklahoma represented by Tulsa Union, Ohio, Smyrna, Delaware, and then New Jersey. So I think it's a great event for wrestling. I'm glad that the Oklahoma team came out here, Tulsa Union. It just gave us, we've never seen them before. So it was nice. It was a nice competitive match.
It was nice. They even made the trip with the commitment with the climate weather and everything, even today. But you had a packed house. It was very good. A lot of people come, so it's nice that people come and support Blair wrestling and watch good wrestling no matter who they are.
Right. I was Don Bosco. They're tough. They're having a great year. They just got a win off of Virginia Duels. Smyrna, we've hit them a couple times at Iron Man, Beast, and then Escape the Rock. And then St. Ed's, we saw them at Iron Man as well. So
really, you got Bergen Catholic coming up, possibly #1 team in New Jersey. Boundbrook, that just wrestled today, and Bergen Catholic beat them, but still Boundbrook might be #2, and you get them the week after. Do you have a break between now and your prep nationals?
No, we don't, because we go Bergen Catholic next week again, Boundbrook, and then we have our league championship the day after Boundbrook. And then we go right into our state qualifier, New Jersey prep states, and then national preps.
And the good thing about one is you wrestle these other teams, but those teams have to come here. Right. So if you want to watch these great events coming up, you have to come to Blairstown, and Blair Academy is who wrestle the best teams, not only in the state of New Jersey, but in the nation. And you had a great performance today, and congratulations and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you, Lou.
So as we take a look here at some of the upcoming live Strive events we have coming up, Tuesday again, we have a swimming meet versus High Point. Tune in at 4 p.m. to see Bucks host the Wildcats inside Wallace Pool. And then Wednesday, January 29th, that's going to be at Newark. It's a travel game for us. We're going to be Blair Academy is going to be taking on the St. Benedict's Graybees. That tip-off's going to be at 5 o'clock. So again, you can always view our broadcasts at youtube.com/MamigoGameView. So for Sam Super, Steve Patnick, Screwy Louie Lazzani, and Derek Raymond, good night, everybody, and have a safe and pleasant evening.